Around the Ozarks is now on your FM radio. Listen to Around the Ozarks mornings with Grace Gooley as I spotlight local people, stories, and podcasts, all while playing the country legends of the 90s and the hit makers of the 2000s. It's on the Ozarks' best country, 105.1 The Bull. It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Advanced Car Care Center, Smouse Brothers Foundation Repair, United Plumbing, and Anchor Point Roofing and Siding. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Hey, good morning to you on Tuesday. Hope your Monday was all right, bearable at least. But it's going to be another hot one today. Extreme heat continuing across the Ozarks. Heat-related watches are in effect through tomorrow for areas mainly north of Interstate 44, but it's going to kind of be hot all over. It's not like you go south of 44 and you cool off a whole lot, just a little bit. Make sure you stay tuned for Abby Dyer's Wake Up Weather to see when we get a break from the extreme temperatures. And
okay.
Now we got news from the rest of the day.
Yes, a woman in Nixa is in trouble, facing 4 felony counts of child endangerment after police investigated a domestic violence call and say they found those children living in unsanitary conditions. Court documents say officers also found animals without adequate food and water care, and also severely underweight dogs. Investigators say one child had a seriously infected toe that had not received any medical attention. That woman is due in court on October 13th, and authorities have also seized the dogs. Springfield-based Convoy of Hope is providing emergency aid following a 7.4 magnitude earthquake in Western Colombia, the country, and a severe water shortage in Puerto Rico. Teams are on the ground in Colombia distributing food, water, hygiene supplies, and other essential relief items. Convoy is also delivering drinking water in Puerto Rico, where they are under extreme drought, which has led to rationing water. The disaster responses there from Convoy make numbers 64 and 65 on this calendar year all around the world.
Which is a record-setting pace for Convoy of Hope. It would shatter the old record from 2 years ago of 99. So hope it slows down, but man, just 2 of them yesterday happened, and Convoy has people on the ground in Puerto Rico, or in Puerto Rico, but in Colombia, where the earthquake took place, and they were able to, first of all, survive the earthquake, and then begin to deliver supplies immediately and work on a plan for our recovery project that Convoy of Hope will be part of. So need the disasters to slow down a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Lake Ozark aldermen are expected to vote tonight on a proposed 11 p.m. curfew for people under the age of 18 on the Bagnell Dam Strip. The ordinance would include exceptions for minors who live in the area that are with adult supervised activities, involved in adult supervised activities, or are exercising First Amendment rights. That's interesting. First violation would bring a warning. Later violations are subject to a fine of up to $500. The proposal has divided business owners and residents, with supporters citing late-night problems there along the strip, and opponents questioning whether the rule could be enforced accurately and fairly. So we'll see what they decide tonight, if anything. And the Ozark County Sheriff's Office is testing a new security camera system after a string of burglaries that have been difficult to solve. 2 cameras are being used during a 30-day trial, including one near Highways 5 and 160 west of Gainesville, and then another at Miller's Country Store in Tecumseh. The sheriff says the cameras do not track owners of vehicles or send license plate information to an outside database, but they can provide clear images of vehicles that may be involved in some wrongdoing. The county has not yet decided on whether to actually purchase the system. This is only a test.
Okay. A former Outland Complex property in downtown Springfield is moving closer, although not there yet, to becoming the new home of Screamin' Mary's. It's a pub and dance club. Yikes. The city issued a commercial building permit August 5th after months of delays caused by some remodeling work that had been done without the required permits. City inspectors found unpermitted electrical, plumbing, and framing work and required the property to remain vacant until those issues were addressed. City officials say the project has not reached the level where the building must be considered too dangerous to occupy.
Okay. It's happening.
Hey, you know what? I'm thankful for a country that has lots of building codes.
Well, that's true. Yeah, you see that in other countries that don't have them, and yeah.
Yep. Okay. A pretty massive Table Rock estate, not the one that we told you about last week. This is a different one, not the glass place, but this one. It's a big estate built for former Major League Baseball All-Star Cole Hamels, and it is headed to the auction block. So if you're in the market for a 104-acre property in Branson West, this one could be for you. It has an unfinished 33,000 square foot home. So you could make it your own to a degree. Carriage house, more than 1,700 feet of shoreline, and an infinity pool. The starting bid is $2.9 million, which is well below the property's most recent $7.75 million listing price. So for somebody, it's quite a deal. Online bidding starts on September 17th through September 24th.
It's not finished, so I saw pictures of it, and there's a lot of work left to be done. So it's really an investment property, I think, is what you're getting.
So you'll spend $3 million as is, and then you'll have to put another $3 million to finish it. But it is cool so far.
$3 million minimum. Could be twice that.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Well, invite us over if you get it.
Is he still like a successful person?
I don't know what he does now. He's a former player.
Do former players
no longer
have
playing.
all the money in the world for the rest of their life, or is that?
He did very well. I mean, he built this house, so he spent a lot of money on it, and it was a second home. So yeah, he did very, very well. I mean, I don't know what he spent on this, but he may have taken a loss. He gave it away originally to the
Camp Barnabas.
Yeah.
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 Interesting. Yeah. I remember a long time ago meeting who I guess would be his mother-in-law, I think.
Yeah. His wife, Heidi, was on Survivor.
Well, I'm a super fan. Tried to get on the show at least 7 times. They won't even return my phone call. So rude.
It is rude. It's tough to
I have like 14 siblings. Like that right there. That's a fun, fascinating, like they're always looking. I have stupid human tricks. I can roll my tongue 3 times. Like things of this nature. What else do they need?
I think that's what they're looking for.
I would think so.
I can't believe they didn't choose you, babe. I mean, it's a travesty.
It is. My videos were super good too. I just feel like I could win the show. That's all. Plus, one time I got to meet Mark Burnett and try to like put in a good word, and he wasn't having it. None of it.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd be able to win or not.
I actually could.
You speak your mind too much.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Okay. I can speak my mind. There's always something on it, but I also know how to shut up if I have to. See what?
Okay. I've learned that as well. See what I did there?
I see what you did there.
Moving on, Cox Health is partnering with the New York-based Oscar Health to offer Affordable Care Act marketplace insurance in the region beginning next year. The plans will be available through healthcare.gov during open enrollment, which runs from November through January 15th. And November's right around the corner at this point, which is crazy. Coverage will be available in 8 local counties, including Greene, Christian, Stone, and Taney, and then 4 others. Cox Health's own insurance company will stop offering ACA coverage in 2027, but will continue selling some individual plans outside the marketplace. So hopefully you understood that if it affects you and can look into it. Okay, Springfield's National Night Out celebration is this evening at Meadow Park from 5 until 7 p.m. It's a free event. It includes food, ice cream, face painting, all the fun, a balloon artist, police and fire equipment that the kids get to check out, a police drone demonstration, and the pool's open at Meadow Park, so that's always fun. The evening will wrap up with a police versus fire department softball game at 7. Organizers say the event is designed to bring neighbors together and strengthen relationships with local first responders. And boy, a national night out. I've been covering and remember national night outs since the beginning of my television career a long time ago.
I do too. And what was kind of blowing my mind just now was that I always thought that they were in the fall, and it feels too early. It feels too early.
Well, you don't get to swim if it's in the fall.
That's true. Okay, finally, we have this. A local restaurant with a very distinct tradition has been named the state's quirkiest by Tasting Table. The group chose Lambert's, no doubt, in large part to its throwed rolls. Lambert's has been serving Southern comfort food since 1942. In addition to the one in Ozark, they have locations in Sykeston and Alabama.
Yep. All the people who come to town want to go get a throwed roll over at Lambert's. And I say, all right, I'll go get me a throwed roll and chicken fried steak. That's my favorite thing over there.
I mean, I don't dislike Lambert's, but unless we had like company coming, that's never going to be somewhere I go.
Well, it's tough to get in, and it's not
experience. It's an experience.
Yeah, it's fun. I love it when people come to town, and I do love their chicken fried steak. So
yes,
I would go over there more often.
Right. Okay, everybody, have a great Tuesday. That's all we got for now, and we will see you back here tomorrow morning.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Command Family Medicine, Whole Hog Cafe, Taylor Grubat Chevrolet, and Godfather's Pizza. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to your Tuesday. It is going to be another hot one across the Ozarks. We've got temperatures that are just blazing, which is not all that unusual in August, but it's certainly not that comfortable to get through either. We've got temperatures this morning, once again, in the middle 70s, and it's going to warm up quickly today. Full sunshine in the forecast today. Very limited rain chances in the forecast overall this week, and today is no exception. I think most of us stay rain-free today. It's talking about a mostly sunny day in the forecast with a south breeze and super warm temperatures. Highs are likely going to land somewhere in the middle 90s. We've got things to talk about in terms of heat, that's for sure. My high temperature forecast in Springfield today is 96 degrees. It is going to feel even worse than that. We've got high temperatures that will feel more like the triple digits. I'm thinking the heat index value here in Springfield is going to be close to 105, but it's going to feel more like 110 in other places across the Ozarks. And that's why we have heat advisories as well as excessive heat warnings across our counties. Today, not much in the way of rainfall for us here in the Ozarks. However, back to the east in the Ohio River Valley, there's going to be a lot of rain and storm activity. There's this big ridge of high pressure that oftentimes sets up in the summertime. It does a couple of things for us. It allows for the very warm temperatures, and it also cuts off the rain chances a little bit. It does allow heat and humidity to build. So we're kind of under this bubble of hot very humid air mass that's going to set up across the region with hot and sticky conditions. We've got heat index values that could reach 110, though, for areas just north of I-44. So use caution this week. Extreme heat warnings are in effect. This is not the kind of heat that you want to mess around with. If you can avoid strenuous outdoor activities during this time frame, I do recommend that you avoid those during this time frame. It looks cooler in the Ozarks next week, so maybe put off the outdoor projects for a week or so. I do think that we'll be staying hot through the end of this work week and also through the weekend. Temperatures look very warm through that time frame. I expect that we'll see temperatures in the 90s pretty much every day. In fact, it's going to get close to the triple digits in many places. These extreme heat warnings and heat advisories are valid through tomorrow evening, where daily maximum heat index values are likely going to be back into the 100 to 108 range. Heat exhaustion, heat stroke, and dehydration are possible in these types of conditions. So please take it easy, drink plenty of water, and take breaks in the air conditioning or the shade if you can't get indoors. I expect that we will see record heat making national news headlines as well. In fact, record highs are possible for the south central high plains. We've got severe thunderstorm and heavy rainfall threats shifting into the Midwest, the lower Great Lakes, the Ohio Valley, and the central Appalachians, all kind of under the gun for some widespread chances for strong thunderstorms in the forecast today. All right, it's time for that Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. And the question here is this: what scale was used to classify the intensity of hurricanes based on wind speed? Do you think it's A, the enhanced Fujita scale, B, the Saffir-Simpson scale, C, the Beaufort scale, or D, the Richter scale? Well, as we gear up and get closer to hurricane season, you should know this one. It is B, the Saffir-Simpson scale. It takes wind speed into account to classify the intensity of hurricanes. That's why they send all of those nice recon missions into the storm and figure out which storm is going to be strongest based on who has the highest wind speed as you get closer to the eye wall. Congrats if B was your guess. Here's the trivia question that I have for you tomorrow. Remember, you could win $50 to Godfather's Pizza just with a correct answer. So log on to the website and enter your guess. What causes the sound of thunder? Do you think it is A, strong winds moving through the trees, B, heavy rain hitting the ground, C, lightning rapidly hitting the air or heating the air, or D, clouds colliding with one another? You can take a guess if you have one. It's at the website aroundtheozarks.com. I want you to stay cool today. Everybody stay safe in this dangerous heat. 96 degrees the high temp today, but it'll feel more like 105. Thanks for listening to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, and thanks to our sponsors: Command Family Medicine, Whole Hog Cafe, Taylor Grubosh Chevrolet, and Godfather's Pizza. I appreciate you starting your day out right here. I'll be back to chat with you first thing tomorrow morning. Have a great Tuesday. We'll chat again first thing on Wednesday morning.